Ancient Egypt, the river remembers. Yeah, yeah. Where the Nile turned black beneath the burning sun. Farmers read the water like a prophecy begun. Mud on the fingers, grain in the hand. Life from a river in a desert land. They watched the flood, they measured the rise. Green fields appeared beneath endless skies. Barley and wheat where the dry winds blow. A civilization learned from the river's flow. Stone columns speaking in symbols and lines. Names of the dead preserved through the signs. Hieroglyphs sleeping where torch shadows crawl. Stories of kings carved deep in the wall. I walk through the ruins with dust on my feet, following footsteps where history sleeps. A broken inscription, a fragment of stone, telling a story that somehow felt like my own. The Nile gave water, the fields gave rain. The people gave meaning to the sun and the rain. A seed disappeared beneath the ground, then returned with the kingdom growing around. And somewhere inside the temple's shade, an ancient voice seemed to say, take what the river gives, guard what the earth grows. Nothing truly disappears, it only changes form. A frog crossed the garden, a beetle moved through sand. A farmer raised his harvest with the knowledge in his hands. No thunder from the heavens, no monster from the night. Just nature being studied until the unknown became in sight. That was their kind of magic. Watching water become life, watching grain become bread, watching a seed become a field beneath a burning red. Then the rhythm changed, I heard the river breathing through the cracks beneath the stone. I heard forgotten footsteps walking through the temple alone. The walls were full of stories, the stories were full of names. The names became the memory that survived the desert flames. They mapped the stars above them, they counted seasons passing by. They built against the ages with the heavens in their eyes. And I thought, maybe every ancient civilization created its own language for wonder. Maybe what we call mythology was sometimes a question, waiting for knowledge. The Nile kept moving, the stones remained, the crops returned after the flood and rain. And I kept walking, past statues without faces, past temples split in two, past fragments of a world that still had something to teach you. Not everything needs a monster, not everything needs a spell. Sometimes the deepest mystery is how ordinary people learn to live so well. Grain in the storehouse, water in the channel, ink upon the papyrus, stories upon the walls. A civilization speaking through thousands of years. And suddenly I understood why the old voices never disappeared. They were waiting for somebody to open the archive, waiting for somebody to turn the page, waiting for a modern rhythm to carry ancient knowledge into another age. So I spit these verses like fragments from a tomb, bringing old knowledge into a modern room. Boom, back footsteps through archaeological dust, history in the rhythm, imagination in the trust. No crown on my head, no throne beneath me, just a notebook full of ghosts, the history left for me. The Nile's last whisper wasn't a curse, it was a lesson. Civilizations don't vanish when their buildings fall, they vanish when nobody remembers the story. So remember the river, remember the grain, remember the hands that turn dry earth green again. Remember the symbols, remember the names, remember that knowledge can survive flames. And if the ancient world still has something to say, let hip-hop carry it another 1,000 years away. No crown, no throne, just rhythm carved in the stone. The river keeps flowing.